Good afternoon and happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all are having a great day today. Just enjoying your time off. Um, I'm going to go over one question today. I'm going to go over number three. Number one and number two, you can use the resources from earlier this week to kind of help you out with those two. All right, but number three is something different. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over this question, and we're going to solve it using two steps. All right, the first step is just going to be to put everything in the same form. So we're just going to take our decimals and convert them to fractions since we're working with fractions right now. All right. This first decimal reads 8/10. So that's just going to be written as 8/10. We're going to bring down 1/4. This next decimal reads 8/100. So we're just going to write 8/100. And then we're going to bring down our last fraction of 8/10. All right, so that's step one. Put everything in the same form. All right, so all we did was write our decimals in their fraction form. Step two is to get common denominators. So when I look at all of these fractions, I see that all of the denominators can be changed into or can be converted into 100. I know that if I multiply it by 10, if I do 10 by 10, I will get 100. I know that if I multiply 4 by 25, and the reason I say that is because if you think about money, 4 quarters equals 100 cents. So 4 times 25 will give you 100. In 800ths, our denominator is already 100. And then 8/10, we would do the same thing that we did for the first 8/10 that we had. All right, so let's go ahead and show that. I'm going to do 10 times 10. And what I do to my denominator, I'm also going to do to my numerator. So now this converts to 80/100ths. 8/10 is equivalent to 80/100ths. And again, if we think about 4 quarters, we're going to do 4 times 25. What we do to our denominator, we also do to our numerator. So 1 times 25 gives us 25. 4 times 25 gives us 100. 1/4 is equivalent to 25/100ths. I'm just going to rewrite 8/100ths right here. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did for 8/10 earlier and multiply by 10. And we now have 80/100ths. Okay. So now we want to put them in order from smallest to largest or least to greatest. All right. So now that we have common denominators, we can use the numerators. I'm going to circle those in red. We're going to use our numerators to help us put them in the order that they ask us to put them in. All right. And when I look at my numerators, I see that my lowest numerator is 8. So the first one that we're going to put in our list is 8/100ths. All right. But we also want to show it in the form that they gave us as well. So 8/100ths is first. The next fraction would be 25/100ths. And the form that they gave us that one in was 1/4. So we're done with that one. And then we have 80/100ths twice. Okay. The first 80/100ths was written as 8/10. Remember, 8/10 is equivalent to 80/100ths. We'll say 0 and 8/10. And then the last 80/100ths was written as 8/10 as well. All right. So here's your answer in order from smallest to largest or least to greatest.